Hey guys and gals, this is Nathan again. Yeah, back with more. I forget what I call it. Let's color, I guess, or color walkthrough, color through. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Um, but yeah, last video we went ahead and colored the backgrounds and kind of setting up our color palette, and we're gonna work on these tanks, the cryo tanks, I guess they are. Um, and what we're seeing inside is the leftover from Vega's armor from the last volume of template. Um, so I'm not exactly sure what bits and pieces we're looking at quite yet. So I think we'll leave it a little vague because we haven't seen like a full reveal of it yet. But yeah, let's make these. I look kind of really digging that yellow color that we set up so far. So I think we'll stay with that. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just like thinking how to approach this right now. Let's get. Yeah, leave that on so I can see what's happening. That's our gradient map again. I explained, if you haven't, if this is your first time watching, I recommend going back to the first video for this. But the gradient map, I have it set to overlay at 40%, and you can see like this gradient map is pretty wild. But what it's doing, it's overlaying like these purple colors to the shadows, this green to the midtones, and then this orange to the highlights, so the lightest colors, be like the whites and stuff like that. And it's just bringing all the colors together, you know. But I'm gonna color with that on just to get like a real feel for the finished look here. Oops, let me go to my colors layer. Got my white going. Just gonna try a couple different things here. Looks all right. Usually this is my approach, you know, to the actual coloring. It's a lot of experimentation, seeing what I like and what works. Yeah, I'm liking that so far, a little bit more of the orange in it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. You know, I don't want it to be, you know, too bright or anything, but yeah, maybe I do. I see that. Yeah, maybe I want it a little bit bright. Not too bright, but a little bit would be nice. I think what'll help too, we'll colorize that line art, and that'll help pop these IVs forward and push the tanks back. All right, so I like these colors here, so I'm just gonna pick a couple of these here. And I'll go on to the next page. Fill that in. I'm coloring on a on a Cintiq, but on a Wacom tablet works just as well. I'm pushing really hard in the middle, and then as I go out towards the edge of these tubes, I'm lightening up on the pressure to help, you know, get that nice smooth blend. Not 100% smooth, you know, it is adding some texture as I go. So. Just because the nature of the brush itself. Let me see how these two look next to each other. Yeah, I'd say that matches pretty good. Alrighty. Smooth that out a little bit more. I think having that a little bit more orange in there makes the suit a little bit more ominous as well. Yeah, it's not going to be like a blue color and be nice and calm and serene. It adds a little bit of danger to it, I think, which is always nice because it is like the bad guy's suit. I talked a little bit last episode about working, you know, kind of assembly line style with all these pages in a scene. You know, sometimes it's just not possible to do that. You know, the artist is behind, maybe the inker's behind, or, you know, what have you. You know, sometimes life just gets in the way, you know, stuff happens, and, you know, you have to kind of deal with it. You know, it always stinks when that does happen. But not really a whole lot you can do about it. To me, oops, wrong layer. Unlock that, fill that, okay. Let's see how we're looking, make sure they all look consistent, which is the main thing. That's just why I like working like this assembly line style, so I can compare everything, and as I'm working on one thing I can have those colors and put it onto the next and not have to worry about them not matching up as well or what have you. Alright, so I like those. Let's go back to our first page of the sequence. I'm really liking this, I don't know what you'd call this color, this dirty olive, I guess. I think it needs to be a little bit Now, let me see. A little bit more green? No. A little bit more magenta looks nice. I think it looks good a little bit. So it's, you know, adding, so it's like we're adding like a little bit more purple. You got some magenta, some blue, and a little bit of cyan going on. Let's see. You know, so you can see the difference here. I like that. So let's, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and take that color, and I can't even see any in that one, so I'll just do it in this one then. And nothing in that one either. Good, good, good. All right, so what we'll do, have this color just go a little bit lighter and towards the right a little bit, so we're getting a little bit more saturation in it. That's, oops, that's still selected. Good. I'm just going to kind of go in just a little bit, a little subtle. Kind of go on the edges here. A little bit on the inside, but not much. Let's kind of give a little bit of dimension to it. I mean, it's not our main point of interest, so it's not really pressing, you know, that we're able to tell what it is. So I think that looks good. So here, you know, go in, add a little bit more detail because it's more prevalent. This here. Now we're back on track. Had to do a little bit of cleanup there. And again, just kind of here and there, just adding a little bit more dimension to it. Doesn't need to be super detailed or anything. But most of the the colors tell the story. And let's see, so that should be it for that stuff. Now the bubbles are gonna be some fun. I like that lighter color. I'll go with the white highlight, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go. We'll do that overlay layer, and so we could adjust it a little bit more. What we're doing, we're just hitting like these, the upper top parts of everything. And then like we'll do like a small little bit down at the bottom, like a little bit of a reflected light. And I'm not, when I'm doing like reflected light at the bottom bit of it, I'm not pushing as hard. So it's not as light as the top part. And I think painting the bubbles is definitely the way to go. I mean, if you're gonna sit there and like do selections and cuts and grads, oh man, it'd take forever. Again, I just use my bracket keys, open bracket to make the brush smaller, and the closed bracket to make the brush a little bit bigger. It goes like in increments, so you can see. I don't know if you're gonna hear me like clicking on the keyboard, or you can just hold it. But yeah, it makes it so I don't have to go up and change the open up a palette and then have to change the brush size and everything like that. Just do it real quick and easy. I'll get this spittle as well while we're here. Let's see, does that look good? Or 50%, 70% I like. Yeah, I think that looks good. So we had that at 80%. Let me try little bit lighter. Yeah, I think that works the best. So let me just grab that color for the bubbles. It's a little tiring sometimes, just doing the same thing over and over again. But I don't know, it's working. It's working. All right, there's one tube. Oh, man. Stretch out my back a little bit. Yeah, this is definitely the boring part of the video. But I think this is the worst of the 4 pages, though, as far as the bubbles are concerned. At least I hope so. Okay. It feels like I've been coloring these bubbles for so long I can't remember what the other pages look like. I didn't think it was gonna take this long to get through all these, but I think we'll just have to have time to finish up the bubbles and then maybe cut the episode. I don't know, we'll see. Trying to look at the time now as I'm still doing this. It looks like we might have to. Okay, that was 80% on that layer. And is that the same color? Boom. Boom. Yeah, okay. Drop that down. Oh, okay, it looks a little bit different because it has the gradient map on there still. Ooh, there's a lot of bubbles. You know what? I think I will just go ahead and end it here. I mean, there's at a time, and then I just don't want to be like, you know, have an extra long episode just so I can color bubbles. So we'll end it here. If you like what you see, if you like to see me coloring bubbles, hit the like and subscribe button. No, seriously, check out the rest of my stuff on my channel. And if you want to see more of my color work, you can check out my DeviantArt page, lummage.deviantart.com. And the Facebook fan page is there for everybody who have questions or whatever. It's facebook.com/lummage1. That's the number 1. And I will see you next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.